Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to do a little tour of my office, I guess you would call it. Hobby room, man cave, computer room. You know, pick your favorite. This is just my my area with my computer and my hobby stuff. So anyway, first thing, I get a lot of questions about my computer setup. It's nothing special. I'm not like a tech guy or anything. I just have a Dell Inspiron Studio Tower. You know, running Windows Vista. You know, it's nothing really special. It's just, it works for me. Like I said, I'm not super into computers. I know enough about them to use them, like most of you out there. But, you know, I don't have some crazy setup or anything. I'm just an average Joe, you know, $600-700 computer, and it's been working fine for, I've had it for a year now. So, anyway, that's pretty much it. One thing I can tell you is the speaker system I love. I've had this for years. And if I can hopefully get this to focus, there we go. It's Altec Lansing Multimedia. I literally had this my entire life. My first family computer back in, I don't know, 95, 96, somewhere around there. We got a computer for the house. We got this at a computer show, my father and one of his friends. And it's just an awesome sound system. This is the center speaker or bass. And of course then just two regular speakers here. And you can tell how old it is. It used to be white. It's like faded off-white now. But I've used it my entire life. It's just a great system. So if you happen to ever see that, again, I mean, you know, give it a try. I've certainly been happy with it. But anyway, it's enough computer stuff. One little thing about the computer, though, I want to mention is this Glock Armor's mat is an awesome mouse pad. I mean, it's basically a mouse pad material anyway. But it's nice and big. I used to have problems where I know I can adjust how the mouse moves, the speed on the screen, but I like just having this huge range of motion here, not slipping off or bumping into things. You know, it gives me a nice big area. And of course, since the gun's sitting here, I'm going to have to talk about it. Rock Island Armory, 45, 1911, with some new grips. These are Packmeyer wraparound rubber grips, and so far I like very much. You can get pretty much anything you want on eBay, right? Except for, well, some of the most fun stuff. You can't buy your guns on eBay, or fireworks, or what else? Battle songs now. But anyway, I don't even know why I said that. eBay's hit and miss for me. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I hate it. Why do I hate it? Because of sniping and, like, you know, waiting 3 or 4 days for something to end, and the last second you lose by a penny. It gets pretty annoying. But anyway, the gun needs a cleaning. I do have a little bit of surface rust here and there, basically because of the storage of this gun. And I'll talk more about that when I do a cleaning video. But I'm still pondering the idea. I mean, there's so many great channels out here that do awesome, you know, gun cleaning videos. Mike from the Firearms channel does some great cleaning videos. Mr. 45 Bullet, of course, Bill. He has some great gun cleaning videos, if I remember correctly. Of course, Pete from the Army channel, Guar 1981. You know, there's so many gun channels, and they all do awesome videos on cleaning and talking about cleaning. So, you know, I don't know if you really need my opinion on it, but I still get requests for them, so who knows. Maybe one day I'll do it. This is loaded, and this is my gun when I'm around the house. I basically just carry this from room to room. I do have backups, other types of weapons throughout the house, but when I'm walking around the house, I don't have a gun on me. I'm talking about like later in the night. During the day, I mean, when I'm dressed, I still have my regular setup and my, you know, my Glock 36 or another one of my guns. But when I'm walking around at night, you know, PJs or a pair of shorts or whatever, I just have basically a gun nearby. So anyway, that's why that's sitting there. So let's move on. All right, first thing, the Zippo case. This does lock, but I unlocked it for the video so I can remove the front because the glass gives a glare. So quick little update. Mostly the same. If you haven't seen my past videos on Zippo stuff, this right here down, these bottom 3 rows are all Zippo imitation lighters. They're not genuine Zippos. They are various brands. I mean, there's a Ronson here. A couple of these are Star brands, which are from Japan, I believe, and Team Pistol. And Star and Team Pistol make some of the best imitation Zippos around. Period. They get the packaging down. I mean, they're really detailed. You would think it's a regular Zippo, but it has a different logo on it, and they're fantastic quality lighters. As good as Zippos, I don't know. I want to say probably, but I'm just so used to the Zippo name and of course the pride of it being an American product that I do prefer Zippos, and of course the history behind Zippos. But anyway, this is one of my favorite Zippos, or excuse me, it's not a real Zippo, or a genuine Zippo I should say, but this is a common Vietnam design. I mean, there's a whole bunch of them, but this is one of the funny ones. When you look at it like this, it's one of those images when it turns into something different when it's upside down. Come on, why won't you focus? I don't have macro mode on. Alright, there we go. So it's a woman with a little bird in her hand. No big deal, right? When you turn it upside down, it becomes another image. I just thought that's hilarious. So, anyway. What else? These three here are Vietnam counterfeits. They are non-Zippos, but they're marked to be Zippos. Obviously, I got all three of those on eBay. And you got to be careful. If you're into the Vietnam Zippos, there's a whole book on Vietnam Zippo. It's a price guide, but it tells you all about fakes and stuff. I highly recommend it if you want to get into that specific field of collecting. And then, of course, on top are genuine Zippos, the top two rows. So, anyway, that's enough of that for now, because I have a lot of stuff to talk about. Okay, I probably never mentioned this before, but I used to be huge into Frisbee golfing. Absolutely loved it. This is a Frisbee golf disc. This is a Shark driver. This is one of my favorite discs ever. And I actually found this the very first day I went Frisbee golfing. And I did it for years, did it in high school. You know, when high school was over and we graduated, people just kind of part their ways. Some people go to college, some people, you know, a couple of my friends went off to serve, you know, in the military. Some just moved, and some just became drug addicts. So you just kind of part your ways, and Frisbee golfing just kind of stopped at some point. So I gave away, I had a good set of discs and a bag to carry them, all that stuff. But I gave them away to a friend who just started the hobby, and he was very appreciative of it. But I did keep this one. I'm kind of a sentimental guy. I like keeping different things, different parts of my life, and this definitely was a part of my life all through my high school years. So I did keep that. What else? Oh, let me go behind here. This is my strop. Got this one from knifecenter.com. I talk about stropping all the time. The one side here is canvas and has a coarse red stropping compound, which I rarely use. I mean, it's very rare that I even use this side. But when you have a nice, decent, sharp edge already, I strop up. This used to have the green compound, which actually works great. But I switched to black, which is a little finer, and there's even a little bit of white mixed in there. And it's been working out perfectly. And then the last couple strokes, I come down here and I strop on the bare leather. And it's just been working wonders. I don't have to sharpen nearly as much as I did before, just by simply stropping, you know, when I'm done, you know, using the knife for the day. So it's become just a daily ritual for me. And basically, I just have an eye hook in here, and you know, the strop's just against the wall, so it's nice and sturdy, so I can pull it nice and taut. So that's what that is, and of course the tripod for my camera. Here's some of my lame awards wall. Just so you guys know, because I do have to prove this, I can read. In fact, in grammar school, I won a readathon. First place, War Against Drugs. I was very much into the DARE program, which a lot of you younger viewers, I don't even know if they still do DARE. I don't know if you know what that is, but you know, some of the older guys will remember that crap. Well, I shouldn't say it's crap. It's a good program, but, you know, kids do drugs. That's just kind of how it is. It's sad, but there's nothing that's going to stop them. Except for maybe some parenting. But anyway, so the reason I'm showing you this is because looking at my comments and my responses, you'd probably think I'm illiterate, or that I'm, you know, what's the word? I forget the word for it. But anyway, my video, or excuse me, my text comments are usually pretty crude and harsh. A lot of typos, a lot of grammatical errors. Basically because I'm just typing hundreds of responses and comments every day and messages, and it's just, I guess I'm just lazy. I don't take the time to fix my errors. That's all it is. I can spell. I do have decent grammar. I do speak English. So I just thought that was funny that I happen to have a readathon. And I got that, like I said, in grammar school. I read over 1,000 hours over the course of like 3 months. And I know it doesn't seem like much, but when you're in 4th or 5th grade, you know, no one really likes to read. So I happen to have read the most at the time. And it was really easy because even then, I still like knives and lighters and stuff, so I read books on that. You know, a lot of what the the material I was reading was interesting to me, so it made reading fun and easy. Alright, swinging around. Got some literature here. This is my gun-related magazine holders. Got these from Walmart. Actually, you know what? I'm lying. I think I got that from Office Depot. They were like $10 or $15 a piece, but they're worth it. They keep all my magazines here. I have a crap ton of magazines. I mean, here's some Rifleman. This, like I said, this is the gun-related one. Got some American Rifleman, which is the NRA magazine you get when you subscribe to the NRA. I have some Gun Digest here. Gun Tests, which is an interesting one. I like that as well. Maybe not as known as Gun Digest or some other ones, but anyway, the other side here are my knife magazines. I got, right now, just a bunch of Blade magazines. I have years and years of subscriptions to Blade, Tactical Knives, Knives Illustrated, all kinds of stuff. So I literally have, you know, big bins full of old catalogs and magazines and stuff. So, I mean, I'm a little bit of a pack rat in that sense. I don't like to throw that stuff away. You know, you pay a certain amount of money for a magazine subscription, and, you know, I'm done reading it. I don't like to throw it away. I just kind of hang on to them. So every now and then I'll switch them out. I'll put a new set in here just so I have something else to read and look at. For the most part, it's decorative. I mean, when I have company, sometimes they'll grab it and kind of flip through it, but the only reason I really have these is if I find an old discontinued knife and I kind of remember there was in a magazine, there's an article on it, I'll go back and try to find that. That's hours of fun. And then, of course, half the time I don't even find it, and it's frustrating, but anyway, there's my fiat currency, minus the fake $1 million bill on the bottom. But of course, I had a whole video on that. And then there's a great conversation piece. People who come by, who've checked out the house since I've been here, have definitely liked that, and they've asked questions about it, so it is definitely a good conversation starter. Of course, the big American flag, self-explanatory. Actually, this one was given to me. I wanted to hang a flag outside, but it's not the right kind of flag, and I have to get like a flagpole too for it, so I just figure for now I'll just hang this one up. Someone asked a question. This was kind of showing over my shoulder in my last couple of videos, and it's just a wine rack. It's supposed to look like a you know, barrel. And I don't drink and I don't smoke. Here's my cigar stuff. Did a video on this as well. I will drink like on a special occasion. You know, there's some champagne here, and these 2 bottles of wine were gifts to me. So I mean, on a special occasion, maybe New Year's or something really cool happens, and maybe I'll crack it open and you know, indulge a little bit. But for the most part, I don't drink or smoke. But you know, there's a time for everything. What else? More Zippos here. Of course, you guys have seen most of these. These 2 on the top you've never seen before. They're just plain Jane Zippos. They were my grandfather's. The regular size Zippo was my grandfather's on my mother's side, and the Zippo Slim was my grandfather's on my father's side, and they both had passed away. So I just like that for sentimental reasons. They're not collectible or anything. You know, like I said, I'm kind of a sentimental guy, so I keep stuff like that. What else? All right, I guess I have to explain the pig. Why I have a pig here. Now, this is it's hilarious to me, but probably stupid to a lot of you guys. Years and years ago, I was in high school, and me and my friends were at Toys R Us. We were picking up something for my friend Mike's his sister. His sister was a little young, and his mother sent us out there to go get her something that she wanted. It was her birthday coming up, and so I'm at the store, and I'm just kind of looking around. You know, Toys R Us is hilarious. Some of the stuff you find there, but I just could not stop laughing when I found this pig, because this pig is anatomically correct, and it has a big old pair of balls on it. And I don't see why Toys R Us felt the need to make an anatomically correct pig for little kids to play with. I just really thought that was funny. I mean, it seems so stupid now, but at the time, I just could not stop laughing about it. I had to buy it. The thing was like $3. It makes me crack up. I don't know why they need that. They could have made it a little more, I don't know. No idea, but I figured I'd have to say something about that because it's funny to me. So that's why I have a little pig there. What else? Hat. Oh, all right, incense. I'll go on to hats in a second here. Used to be big into incense. Actually sold incense for a little while. Wildberry. I had an account with them, and I distributed. Didn't last very long. It's more of a hobby thing. But I'm not really into incense anymore these days. but I still have a lot of my stuff. I mean, I did a whole video on the other stuff I had, but I thought I'd show you a couple of these things. These little the stick holders. It's kind of cool. Just again, part of my past, and right now just basically decoration. I don't really light them up anymore. Alright, let's go on to the hats real quick. Victorinox, love that hat. Got that with one of my purchases. Benchmade, got that from a friend. Another Benchmade I bought. Spyderco I bought. Microtech I bought. Actually, Microtech I got from, there's a knife shop in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. It's the Amish country. It's called Country Knives, and you can check out their website, countryknives.com. It is such an awesome shop. I mean, if you're ever in the area, they have thousands and thousands of knives. The biggest problem is that they're extremely overpriced, and that's why I left with a hat and not a new knife. I mean, the prices are like jacked up. I don't know why anyone who knows what things sell for would actually buy a knife there. But if you're in the area, I highly recommend going there because it's awesome. In fact, if you go to, like I said, countryknives.com, they have a tour that shows some pictures of the inside of the shop. And you'll see they just have thousands of knives. And it's a great place to look and actually see a lot of the knives in person that you may have been interested in. Another hat, microholics.org. If you're a Microtech guy and you haven't visited this forum, you're missing out. It's by far the best Microtech specific forum online, period. Hands down. There's only like maybe 20 or 30 of these hats ever made. It was a limited run. Some guy decided to do it when I was an active member. And I got a hat, and I have to say, not only is it a cool looking hat with their old Dagger logo, but it's one of the most comfortable hats I've ever wore in my entire life. It's awesome. Next one I got, Zippo hat, Glock hat, NRA. That I think just came with my membership. All right, now this is funny. I have a UPS hat, one of their winter hats with the ear flaps or ear muffs that go down, and I have a FedEx hat. But I do not have a postal hat, even though I'm postal. So I got these from the drivers. I've always been a real friendly guy. Always, my whole life, have gotten tons of packages. So, you know, I just became friends with the UPS guy and the FedEx guy, and my old post. You know, it's actually a woman. You know, rural mail carrier. But anyway, just always been friends, and they offered me hats over the years, and I happened to take a couple. And in fact, I did a hat video, and I had 2 UPS hats, and someone wanted to buy one from me. Don't ask me why, but I ended up selling it to them. So now I only have one. Sorry, that ding was my phone, so I got to go here in a minute. But anyway, Giants hat. I'm a huge Giants fan. I don't care if they win or lose. They've always been my team. They let me down most of the time. But it's Sunday. Tonight they're playing. Hopefully they you know, do good. They're just my team. I know they stink most of the time, but I'm a Giants fan. I was born into it, and how I feel is that the Giants are basically the Jersey team. They should really be the New Jersey Giants, not the New York Giants, but that's just my opinion because I grew up in Jersey, and you know, they practice in Jersey and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, moving on. That hat was a gift. Alaska hat was a gift. This is American Choppers. Got some signatures on there. Mikey, Vinny, and Cody. If you watch the show, you know they are. And I met them in person. I think they were completely high when I met them. They were hilarious, but they were definitely on something. That was a fun day. And the last one was another gift, some NASCAR promotional thing. Alright, got some trophies here. Baseball, played soccer. It was in the Boy Scouts. Got my Pinewood Derby trophies. Love those. And of course, this is what everyone wants to see. Knives. And again, this is also locked. But if anyone really wanted to take this, they would just break the glass. It's more of just a dissuader. Bottom row is all Columbia River knife and tool knives. Then I got some Spydercos here. Benchmade monochrome. Got some case knives, an Opinel, cold steel. Some knives that were gifts and things I picked up on vacation. Some Victorinox knives and another CRKT Rat 1 folder. And of course my CKC hikers. Big shout out to Kylie. Awesome knives. One of my favorite small neck knives, or you know, kind of belt knife. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I mean, I got lots of other stuff in here, but I don't want to make a huge, long, boring video. So that's basically the tour of my man cave or office or whatever you want to call it. So thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it.